Hi guys, Crystal here from ChristaCoDesign. Today I'm going to show you how to make this washcloth. I'm using my 5.5 millimeter and I'm using a little bit of Scrubby Smoothie. For this one I used the pink color and I have a little bit here in the oatmeal color. Okay, so I'm going to make a smaller version. For this, the larger one in pink is 8.5 by 8.5 inches. And you can make that one, or you can make it smaller like the one I'm going to make here. So for the larger one, you will foundation single crochet 30 stitches. For the smaller version, I am going to do about half that. So I'm going to do 16 foundation single crochets. So first I will start with a slip knot on my hook, and then I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to make one chain to get my foundation single crochet started. Then I'm going to insert it right back into that chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and just pull through that first loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. So that's my first foundation single crochet. I'm going to repeat that a few times for you in the video, and then I will come back to you when we have our foundation row made. So I hold on to the chain I make there. So that's essentially what I'm doing. So that way I know where to put my hook for the next one when I'm doing a foundation. You can also just do a chain and then work a row of single crochets into it. You'll want to do 2 extra chains and then start in the second chain from your hook if you're going to. Okay, for my small washcloth I have 16 foundation single crochets. For the large you'll want to do 30. You'll need an even number for this pattern. Now we're going to work our row 2, which is the repeat we're going to use for the whole washcloth. So it's very easy to remember once you get it going. We'll start with the chain 1, and then we're going to work right into this first stitch to make a single crochet. And that chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so this will be our first stitch of this row. Now we are going to do a single crochet 2 together. Insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. Go to the next stitch and repeat that. Yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to chain 1. Then we're just going to go into the next stitch and repeat that across. When we get to the end of our foundation row, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in the last stitch there. Then we're going to turn. You can see our texture starting to work up already. It's such an easy way to create a pretty texture. Now we're going to repeat that, and our chain 1s that we did after our single crochet 2 together count as a stitch, although the chain 1 at the start of the row does not. So this one does not count. But we'll always start with a chain 1 and a single crochet on our edge here, and then we'll start in our next stitch, which happens to be a chain 1. So we're going to go into that chain 1 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, go into our single crochet 2 together stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, chain 1, and then we'll just start it again to the chain space, into the next. Okay, for your final row, you will just do another row of single crochet across to mirror your first row, and start with your chain 1 and go into the first stitch, single crochet across. Actually, I'm going to go in under the chain loops on this one, get a more finished look. And there is your 4.5 by 4.5 washcloth or if you made the larger one, there you are. Just cut your yarn and weave in your ends with a yarn needle, and you're ready to go. Right, so now to weave in your ends, you are going to cut a length of yarn, or cut your yarn from your ball and leave a length of yarn, and then using your yarn needle, thread that in, and you're just going to go in between rows and stitches and back and forth.